Okay, I'll explain a little bit more about justice and righteousness of God. Okay, actually, let's go to Leviticus chapter 18. Leviticus chapter 18. Verse 3. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 3. Okay, then, Leviticus chapter 18, verse 3 says, "You must not do as they do in Egypt, where you used to live, and you must not do as they do in the land of Canaan, where I am bringing you. Do not follow their practices." Okay. That's what God worries about. Yeah, because easily people follow some other people, their way, their culture, right? Their trend, their fashion. So that's why even in the land of Canaan, Israel also follow the Canaanite way, Canaanite culture. What is the Canaanite culture? Worshipping Baal and Asherah. That's a major. That is major religion and also major culture following Baal Asherah. Okay, this following and worshipping Baal Asherah determines the lifestyle. What are the lifestyle? What is the lifestyle of Canaanite people? They do everything they want to do. They have no covenant law. Baal Asherah never gave them covenant law. Never. There's no ethics. Ethics, you understand? Not moral things. There's no such a thing. Baal Asherah never asked Canaanite people, "You do this and do not do that." Never do that.
Our
Never
parents, they say the Canaan people, according to our Bible.
Yeah.
Not Canaan.
Yes, a Canaanite. Canaan is a Canaanite. Yes. And our, people of Israel were in Egypt for 430 years, right? So they knew very well about Egyptian culture, Egyptian religion, right? So God God forbid them to do that. So because worshiping Baal Asherah, worshiping Pharaoh, their lifestyle is what? Injustice and unrighteousness. Rich people persecute and oppress the poor people. Pharaoh persecuted, oppressed the poor people, oppressed the Hebrew people, right? Yes. To build the cities. Canaanite people also, same. In Canaanite, in Palestine, there are 5 kingdoms. 5 kingdoms. Each kingdom means a city kingdom.
City.
They have their own king. And then they have no regulation, no law. Okay? Everything, king does everything according to his will. Okay? He oppressed the poor people. He exploit, means persecute the people like that. Okay? No morality, right? The king has a lot of wives, and the people follow the king's life, right? So that's why Leviticus chapter 18, you should not have sexual relationship with this. Why? Canaanite people did that one. It's called in English incest, incest, family sexual relationship in family. You see, your aunt with your uncle, with your sister, with your brother, like that, with your stepmother, like that. No morality at all. That's why God wants Israel to keep separate, keep holy. Holy means separate from Canaanite people. Okay? So how can we keep holiness? By practicing justice and righteousness. Then we should not follow secular culture. Understand? That's why Romans chapter 12 Romans chapter 12.
Living sacrifice.
Romans chapter 12 verses 1 and 2.
Living sacrifice.
Please read Romans chapter verses 1 and 2.
일부러 뜻이
Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. And do not conform to the pattern of this world. He said, verse 2, do not conform to the pattern of this world. In other words, do not follow the worldly trend, right? Very easy for us to follow worldly trend, right?
Worldly things.
Yeah, worldly things, right? Secular things. Yeah. Very easy to follow secular things. That's why the people of Israel, though they worship Adonai God, actually, Adonai God, worshiping Adonai God is, they did not do their best in worshiping Adonai God. And at the same time, they did. They worship Baal Asherah and follow Canaanite culture all the time. Then their life has had no justice and righteousness of God. That's why that is the reason for northern Israel and south Judah to be destroyed by Assyria and Babylon. Okay? That's why now BC 8th century, Hosea, Micah, Amos, Isaiah prophesied, okay, that you turn away. You are breaking justice and righteousness of God. You rich people are oppressing the poor. You repent like that. Yeah. So without justice, without practicing justice and righteousness of God, it is not Christianity. It is not the truth of Jesus Christ. Only Sunday worship? No. It is the worship like Baal. Okay, that's the characteristics of Baal. Baal worship, Baal religion, there's no morality, right? There's no ethics. Okay, any question about it?